This Guadalcanal campaign is going to come down to who can move the most supplies in here to support their troops. Every night, Jap ships move down the slot in a supply run we call the Tokyo Express. A radio intercept has alerted us to a Japanese convoy carrying thousands of troops and a hefty load of supplies. Our cruisers scattered the convoy out past Florida Island, but they have had to withdraw to engage Japanese warships. Air power is the only thing that can reach the convoy now. So we need you to take a B-26 Marauder equipped for maritime strikes and go hunting for the scattered ships.
Well, howdy there, Marauder Fox 7, and isn't it a glorious day for flying? The wind's coming from the southeast at 12 knots, the cloud layer is at 6,000 feet, your course to our Tojo friends is 359er. We hope that you have a good day, and thank you for flying with the Cactus Air Force. Good hunting, Marauder Patrol.
Form up, people.
Roger that. Contacts. Why aren't you following them?
This is the HMAS camera to the unidentified plane to our south. Identify yourself right now or we'll plug you one.
Easy there, Navy. This is Marauder Fox 7 out of Guadalcanal. You're a little jumpy, aren't you? I don't look anything like a Jap.
Sorry, mate, but we're a little uptight. Some bloody huge Japanese seaplane that we haven't seen before has been calling strikes down on us. Keep an eye out for the bastard, would you?
Sure thing, buddy. I'm just glad you didn't shoot first and ask questions later. Thanks for the heads up, Navy.
Sir, I'm detecting a surface contact on our radar, nearby our position.
Fox 7, you are coming up to the last reported sighting of the Japanese convoys. Watch out for the decoys and escort ships. Some groups pack a bigger punch than others.
Looks like our first catch of the day, sir. I've sighted a convoy.
Japs on your tail, sir.
Break formation.
Roger that.
Convoy taken out. Time to find the next one. Good shot.
Another convoy coming in.
That's four. Nice shot, sir.
second convoy down. The Japs will have to go swimming to get those supplies. Target destroyed. Going well.
I spotted another convoy, Lieutenant.
They sure are persistent. I'm not sure how many more convoys we can hold off.
And counting.
Bomb on target.
Smack bang in the center. That's 8. Pretty good.
That convoy's been gutted. Time to find the next one.
She's a goner.
Adopt formation.
Roger that. These guys don't give up. I've spotted the convoy.
another convoy gutted. All the supply ships sent to the bottom. Time to hit the next group.
That's a full dozen. Good going.
Hurry up, it's getting away!
Get your act together. We ain't got all day.
The Japs must be really short of supplies to risk us catching them in the open.
She's sinking.
Special delivery, Tojo. Adopt formation.
Yes, sir.
I spotted another convoy, Lieutenant.
They sure are persistent. I'm not sure how many more convoys we can hold on. Tojo.
6 kills and counting. Smack bang in the center.
Time to find the next one.
She's a goner. These guys don't give up. I've spotted the convoy. Yeah, double figures.
Bullseye, right on top of him.
another one.
Direct hit. That's another convoy gutted. All the supply ships sent to the bottom. Time to hit the next group.
That's a full dozen. Good going.
Hurry up, it's getting away!
Get your act together. We ain't got all day.
The Japs must be really short of supplies to risk us catching them in the open.
She's sinking.
Bullseye. Sinking that convoy will sure put a stop to their supply line.
Excellent work, Crow. Sinking those convoys will put a major dent in the enemy's supplies. That should give our boys an edge in the final push for Guadalcanal.
All right, you fighters, head home to base. You're short on fuel. We'll take the long way home. Maybe we can find some more Jap stragglers.
Sir, I'm picking up a huge blip on the radar. It may be that seaplane we were warned about.
All gunners, keep your eyes peeled.
Get back to the combat zone!
Guadalcanal, this is Crow. I'm engaging a large Japanese flying boat, probably an H-8K type. Holy crap, look at the size of that son of a bitch. Must be important to have those guys for an escort. Looks like I'm in for a fight.
Bandit, 11 o'clock.
The harder they fall.
Got him!
The Guadalcanal campaign hangs in the balance. One of our carriers, the Wasp, has taken a torpedo hit and is limping off to be repaired. We've only got one operational carrier in the area, the Enterprise, and the Japs know it. They've launched a huge raid on the Enterprise. She is vital to the war effort in this theater, and you must protect her at all costs. Take out the incoming bombers and make sure she is still floating at the end of the day.
All wings form up. Move it, ladies. The Big E is waiting for us to pull her ass out of the fire. Crow, did you hear me? Or are you bucking for a transfer to Alaska? Now, they could use a man of your skills there, I'm sure.
No thanks, sir. I like the South Sea weather.
Everybody throttle up. We need to haul ass to the Enterprise. We're in some serious snafu here. We can use a hand. Stand firm, Enterprise. We're on our way to help. Crow, worries me that we haven't seen any bombers. You and your wing watch out for attacks coming in on the Big E. The rest of you follow me. We're going after the fighters.
Formation.
Roger that. On your tail, sir.
We've got a group of cakes coming in from the east.
What are your orders, sir?
Coming in from the west this time. Outstanding work, Crow. If we can hold them off a while longer, the Big E should be okay. Darn it, we got multiple waves of incoming valves. Keep them away from Enterprise, Crow.
Oh, hell, those valves were just waiting to see what the fish bit before they moved in.
Break formation.
Roger that.
Form up, people.
Yes, sir.
What are those Zeros doing? They're acting weird.
Kamikaze! God damn, I don't know if those bastards are incredibly brave or just plain damn crazy. Breach formation, sir.
Attack my target.
Okay, boss. I'll take the fighters. One fighter down.
Support me, men.
Roger that.
We done it. They're breaking off.
Just as well. Guadalcanal has picked up incoming radar tracks. Both surface forces and planes heading for our positions. We've got to get back there and help.
Engage at will. Form up, people.
Yes, sir. Formed up, sir. Well, howdy, boys. Glad you could join us. Any chance you could get this cruiser off our backs? It's really putting a damper on our happy hour, I tell you. Damn, our fleet must have been driven away. Unless we can chase them off, the Jap ships will stay out of short-gun range and just keep pounding away. Cunningham and Crow, you go after the heavy cruiser. Slater, you deal with the fighters. Wing, follow me. We're going after the Naval Task Force in the west. Make sure you protect that airfield. We've got no chance of holding these islands without a functional airbase.
It'll be handy to have somewhere to land tonight as well.
Commence rocket attack. Direct hit.
Another one sent to the depths of Iron Bottom Sound.
Hey, you two, less backslapping and more shooting. The war ain't over yet. The rest of their fleet is still moving up the coast. You better lend a hand. Put down your martinis, gentlemen. I have sighted high-level Cape bombers headed right down our throats from the north-northwest. That was a close one. Those doggone bombers could have done some serious damage. Thanks, Crow. Thanks for the help, Crow. It was getting a bit hairy down here. Those cruisers nearly took out the officers' club. Small problem, guys. I'd say we've got heavy bombers inbound over Guadalcanal.
Dock formation.
Yes, sir. Japs on your tail like a raccoon hunting dog. Hold up, sir.
Engage at will.
Roger that.
Our time stationed at Guadalcanal should have been a welcome break from the monotony and the claustrophobia of carrier life, but the place was a mosquito-infested mud hole and it was still crawling with Japs. Our days were 90% boredom and 10% nail-biting terror. The Japs raided us regularly, usually from the air, but sometimes from the jungle where they were holed up. Callahan, Stewart, and I started a chess club to pass the time. It was either that or go insane waiting for the sound of planes. Our POW buddy Stewart was easily the best chess player, and he turned out to be pretty deadly in the air as well. It wasn't long before he made his way close to the top of the kills board. One day, out of the blue, the base commander came to see me. He had 2 letters from my mom. He said there'd been a delay in the mail delivery. I opened the first letter. It was bad news. Dad had never been 100% since the accident, but he'd gotten worse. She wanted me home to spend some time with him. I knew immediately what that second letter would say. It was too late to go home. I don't know if he was trying to keep my mind off what was going on at home, but the commander told me that the 13th Squadron was operating around the Gilbert Islands. He said the task force was going to retake the island that the Japs had captured from us at the start of the war. Our old friend the Admiral had requested pilots and the commander was sending our squadron to help out. We landed on Guadalcanal in August and took control of the Jap airfield. We called ourselves the Cactus Air Force. The Japs were well dug in and kept fighting for another 6 months. Our boys fought some of their hardest battles there in the jungle, including the Battle of Bloody Ridge. Off the coast of Guadalcanal, we managed to cut off their supply lines and stop them from sending more reinforcements. It wasn't until December that their emperor finally gave permission for their troops to withdraw. Clearing the threat in the Pacific was turning out to be a long and tough campaign. But at Guadalcanal, we stuck our foot in the door, and it wasn't going anywhere. In April of '43, our codebreakers located Admiral Yamamoto, the guy who planned the Pearl Harbor attacks. He was going to be flying in a bomber near Bougainville. 18 Lightnings from Henderson Field flew hundreds of miles and shot down his Betty bomber. Before the war, Yamamoto had tried to talk his commanders out of attacking the U.S. They didn't listen, and even though he knew it was a bad idea, he planned the Pearl Harbor attack for them. At the start of the war, he predicted that for the first 6 to 12 months, he'd win victory upon victory. But after that, he said he had no expectation of success. He was a smart man, and they never did find his body.